Boom! What is up, guys? Crypto is on sale. Okay, but for real, the market's kind of crazy right now. But it's not uncommon for in bull cycles to have a flash crash like this. Two cycles ago, 2013-14, there was an 83% correction in Bitcoin before it kept rallying upwards. 2017, we had a 30 something percent drop, and this one we're right around that 50% drop, so somewhere in between the two. So this is normal, and we can see the price to kind of continue up. I believe that we are still in a bull cycle. Now, that being said, there's also talk about a little bit of conspiracy with people holding or buying into the coin and then selling it, and possible some coordination between some big Bitcoin whales in China and whatnot. But that in conjunction with the news, there is some other factors, but that's what plays into a lot of these quick crashes before things rally back up again. However, I'm not here just to talk about that. We're talking about Luna. That is on the native token of the Terra platform. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, it's got the best sale going on. So we're going to get into the technicals, then I'll get into an overview of Terra and Luna real quick, and then look at some news. So let's get right into it and check out the best sale on crypto right now, eh? So right here you can see when you've got it set on the 7-day, we've had a 63% crash in Luna. Its market rank is number 43, currently sitting at a market cap of 2.3, almost 2.4 billion, and it's down 63% in the last 7 days, all the way down to 576. And in the last 24 hours, we have a green candle here in the last day. So let's get into it. So look at this chart. What a crash we had here on this one. Like I said, 63% in the past 7 days. Now, we haven't seen this price since back over here in February and March is when we were around this $5 value before. And it seems to be a very strong line for the coin. If we just draw a line somewhere in amongst this region, we can see we're right in the middle of kind of holding just over $5 value right now and kind of fluctuating between it. But the $5, just over $5 line here is one that we've seen back at the beginning of the year as it tested it as support here, almost a support on that wick, and then it came down, tested a support there before it really took off and really rallied. Now, looking from the very beginning of the year, we've had almost a 3,000% increase since the beginning of the year. That's a big rally. So the last time that Luna took this big rally, it did it in about 20 days. If best case scenario were to play out and Bitcoin were to start rallying back upwards right away, we could probably see Luna, as it's swayed by Bitcoin so much, follow a similar takeoff upwards as it did back in early March of 20 days, maybe going back and testing its all-time highs. Best case bull scenario, 20 days, approximately a 4x in your investment. That's amazing. That's best case scenario. Now, scenario B, which I believe could be a little more likely, if you're looking closer at Bitcoin, you got a green candle on the daily. If you zoom in real close, you're looking at the hourly here. You know, we are up and down a little bit. Looking even closer on the 30-minute, there is still a good bit of fighting back and forth, buying, selling, buying, selling. So we could see a little bit of consolidation in Bitcoin, which would mean that Luna could stabilize or come up a little bit and stabilize, I think. So still a bull scenario for me, still a good scenario, having it come up a little bit. Hey, Don't forget to hit that like button for me, please. But if Bitcoin, stabilizes and starts slowly going up, I believe Luna will be slowly, but at a higher percent increase, a higher exponential rate than Bitcoin, moving back upwards. So I don't think Bitcoin at this point is going to crash lower than 30,000. I don't think it's gonna consolidate down, but you never know right now. Some Chinese whales could sell a crap load and push it down lower again, or Elon could come out saying that he's personally sold his Bitcoin rather than just Tesla or something. Any little bit of news like that can affect it, which is why it's such a volatile market. But you're in the game for the gains, so that's what you get for volatility. But right now, point is, this chart just looks to me like something that's a great sale. You're looking at the best sale. If you're going to go to Target, Walmart, some store like that, you're going to go to the one with the biggest sale on. Right now, Luna's got the biggest sale on. But enough of the chart here real quick. I think I've talked a little bit about where we're at technically. I just want to talk a brief overview of what Terra Luna is and how awesome it is. So Terra is programmable money for the internet. It is a platform, and they're trying to get on all the blockchains. And you can basically make stable coins of anything in a certain sense. Of the UST for the US dollar. They do one for the Korean, for the Mongolian, and they really seem to be big starting there. And they've really had some mass adoption in Korea and into Mongolia, which I think, as it proves its worth, is going to spread. You can stake those stable coins for money on their Anchor protocol and earn yield. Easiest to spend. You can download with these apps, and you can use these different countries, and it's great for like startup companies if they're going to work in the US but partner with someone from Korea, for example. They can exchange that currency fast and with really low transaction fees with no bank or middleman. That's what it's all about. So banks probably hate Terra, but it's a great platform to build on. And it makes use of the native currency of that platform is Luna. So Luna is the currency of Terra. But go check it out. There's lots of information on here. They've got their white paper link on here as well. Accessible on leading blockchains. They're trying to get on more blockchains. They're on Ethereum and they're on Solana, and coming to more soon. So it'd be awesome if they get on like Cardano, because I love Cardano. A couple of updates, interestingly enough. There's a lot of stuff on the different protocols you can go through here. They publish this every week. Here's someone on CNBC saying, I've got big positions in Terra Luna, Mike Novogratz. That's pretty bullish. He's a well-known investor. They've got a democracy, with the way that Terra is set up, and they're voting on different protocols throughout here. Netflix in Korea agreed to partner with Chai to accept KRT. That's that Korean stablecoin. That's pretty cool. Netflix partnering with a blockchain system like this. Their Twitter here has got a few good things as you go through, talking about how they kind of burn and mint Luna depending on the supply and demand and of how many stablecoins are being made and whatnot. It's a little bit more complex, but than that, it makes it like an elastic kind of currency. I don't even know if you could say it's deflationary or inflationary, but lately they've been doing more burning for the Luna holders than they have done of minting, which should be good for the price. Interestingly enough, CoinMarketCap gives Luna a pretty good fundamental crypto asset score of 865. That's a healthy score from what they kind of typically give to some of the lower market cap coins. All right, June 30th, place your estimate to see how others estimate. 115 people have done this on CoinMarketCap. It's a neat feature that they're adding here, price estimates, so you can see what other people are submitting as it. So let's just see for June 30th what people are thinking in a month. I'm going to go in between my bull and my bear scenario, and I'm going to say a 2x. I'm going to say $12 in a month. Let's see what other people think. $10 is what the median is. Let's see what the average is. So about $10.35 is what the average of 115 people think within the next month. It's kind of neat to see. I was a little bit more bullish than most people. but that's a plus 76% to the current price of their average. And mine, like I said, was a 2x basically. So CoinDesk had this article, Terra's 25 full price jump this year shows growing bet on algorithmic stablecoins. Korean-based stablecoin platform Terra has seen its market capitalization overtake better-known decentralized rival makers. So that's pretty awesome. This wasn't too long ago, about 10 days ago, and just a nice bullish article on what the team is doing. They talked about their market capitalization has jumped to about $6 billion from $300 million in less than 5 months. Of course, we know now with that big crash right now, it's at like 2.8. But, they talk about how when the market is bullish, users will turn to equities and use that mirror protocol, which is their one that they can create their own stable coins on different stocks or different items like that and keep it in crypto. And then when the market is bearish and people are wary of investments, they turn their assets back into cash and deposit it into Anchor, where they can earn that yield. So it's a good article. They also talk about how for the next 6 months, we're going to be focusing on to make sure that these new projects launching are successful, and then sort of help to compose them into use cases leveraging our existing assets. So they're going to be focused on just growing over the next 6 months and making sure everything's good. So just UST, the one stable coin they have for US dollars, currently has about 2 billion, according to CoinGecko. And that's still a fraction of Tether, which is the most competitive, as I'm sure you've heard of, with a stable coin for the US dollar. At 58.5 billion, it's not too far behind 4.6 billion for the 2-year-old DAI, which I think we could see this increase. But I mean, it's not just UST stablecoin; they've got other stablecoins as well. All right, and last article here from 3 days ago. Luna price prediction 2021 to 2025. Is Luna a good investment? First, it talks about a bit of an overview of the Terra platform in Luna, which we've already kind of gone over. And this isn't as correct as the past few days, the way it's dropped. But looky here. So 2021, they say price prediction around $25. And I think that's a nice conservative price target for 2021. And that would be about a 5x. Now, 2022 could realistically be about $40 in 2022. That's a nice. 2023 to 2024, this article goes on to see the price of almost $60 is expected from this coin. And in 2025, if the coin survives 2025, which it surely will, we expect an $80 mark by 2025. Now, that is pretty awesome. I'm not a financial advisor here, but the way the crypto market is moving in this bullish cycle, I find it to be a lot more lucrative and more bang for your buck than the stock market. So I've also been liquidating some stocks and moving them into the crypto market. But all right, my price targets for Luna. I think in the short term, by the summer, that we can easily see it gain back to above $10 price. That's more than I'd say about a 2x. We're gonna about double it in the next few months by the summer. That's kind of thinking that Bitcoin will consolidate a bit but grow higher in its price target, and this will just recover some. By the end of the year, I think we'll be testing back to our all-time highs, and if not higher. So back to that 24, 25, similar to that article. And going out long term, I could see similar things to that article as well. We're going to, by the end of 2022, by the peak of this bull cycle, I think 30 to 35 is definitely a possibility. So this was my analysis of Luna. Hope it helped a bit. Hope you learned a bit about it. If you can, hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one, eh?